And you got the dragon's breath.
Okay. You get when you jingle Santa's balls.
Jingle balls. Obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach? How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only match.
You should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, you know, it's 2023. We should imply what color Santa's balls are.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were, yeah.
Is that not the joke? I'm
might get that
21
one.
years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
What's a chess player's favorite TV show?
What?
Pawn Stars. I didn't write these, okay?
Oh god. Oh god.
How do you make a chessboard laugh? Check.
How?
Tell it a nightmare joke. Why did the chess player go to jail? It's really bad. It's really, really bad, okay?
Yeah, that's why I gave up on guessing it.
Because they can't control their pawn addiction.
It does not even make sense. How did the chess player propose
To their partner.
on a castle?
No. They got down on one knee and said, "Will you be my mate?"
I don't think it would work.
Yeah, you think chess players are getting girlfriends?
Okay. We can skip that one.
Yeah.
What I have in my hands here
Yes.
are just some little baby noodles. So these are month-old reticulated pythons. This one, bring them.
Yeah, I can hold them.
You just support their body.
Support their bodies.
Yes.
You can show them to stream.
Hello.
We love snakies.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of feels like it's choking me.
Oh, she's not holding it.
Okay, this is. She's not
That's just her
trying
body
to.
weight.
That's just. She's just this heavy. Okay, great.
My baby
I feel like I'm getting joked.
Oh my god, Nemo, you are actually fearless.
Alright, now I can go on to this side.
Can I tap out?
Oh my god.
No, it's okay.
Nemo,
I got it.
holy moly. Oh my god.
So lean forward.
Oh my god. This is insane.
Happy 420. Do you know what 420 is?
420?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what 420 stands for?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, chat. He doesn't know what 420 stands for.
Wait, what does 420 stand for?
Yeah, it stands for April 20th. Of course. That's what it stands for. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You have to update me.
Do you know what 69 stands for?
Yeah.
Okay. 420 is when you smoke weed. Yeah, and it's like 420.
Oh, I think I've actually heard about that.
Okay.
I didn't know it was 420.
Alright, you go.
I'm thinking if I move my queen here,
Oh, wait. Where?
like, I'll move it to e10.
E10. Where's E10? Wait.
Nothing.
Wait, where is E10? I'm so confused.
Nothing. It's not on the board actually.
Wait, was that a nuts joke or something that I missed?
No. That'd be weird and out of pocket. Anyway.
Look at the chat and Nemo's Twitch channel, loving every minute. 10-6-6. She's gonna have to dodge a lot of bullets here. Pulte for now looking for a king, a 10, or a 7. Plenty of backdoor draws, including the 3-3. Needs a king, 10, 7, or 3, or this tournament is over. And this tournament is over. Nemo gets the job done. She's stunned, but she's the champion.
Thank you so much, Pulte. It was a pleasure to play against you. Thank you.
Nice
Thank
job.
you. Oh my god.
Spend it wisely.
I will. Okay, 5 push-ups. You guys ready? Ah! Oh my god, I'm slipping. Okay, I'm gonna do it against the doorway. 1, day done. Oh. Like, I truly don't understand. Like, where is this leg going? Okay, so I think it goes like this, right? And then you want to get into, like, this position. Like, I think that's what we're trying to. Ta-da! See? My little fist? It fits perfectly. Proof that I punched it. Like, my fists aren't very big. They fit perfectly into each of these holes. And that's... Alright, hello you guys. Hope you are all doing well today. Good afternoon. We are going to be going over Garry Kasparov's game first. And I believe he won it. I actually don't exactly remember when he won it, but I do believe it was when we were doing a charity stream. So thank you, Garry. I appreciate it. I believe this was for a charity stream that we did. Was this the Elden Ring one? This might have been the Elden Ring one. This honestly was probably like the Elden Ring charity stream. So yeah, congratulations, Garry. Thank you very much. Appreciate it as always. But yeah, this was the one that we played a whole bunch of Elden Ring. But that was a really fun one. I honestly don't remember how well I did in the Elden Ring, but I remember we smashed all of our goals for the charity, so honestly, that's all I care about. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting, Garry. This was for Action Against Hunger. It's all coming back to me now. But yeah, cool. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Today we are going to be doing Flex Friday as well. So if you guys have not submitted a game yet for Flex Friday, you are able to do so. It is completely free. As far as the theme for this week, it is going to be games that I've played. So only games that, well, sorry, openings that I've played. Were you unboxing after donating, so you have no idea what happened? Well, I mean, it was charity, so it wasn't like there was anything too special that you particularly missed out on. I completed a whole bunch of Elden Ring quests. I was forced to play with my remote backwards and a couple of other stuff like that. So yeah, your $75 donated contributed to that. But no worries if you missed the charity stream itself. It was actually a lot of fun. I miss playing Elden Ring. Oh my gosh, I actually super miss playing Elden Ring. It's too bad that I'm like so terrible, so absolutely terrible at all controller gaming. Which reminds me, I've been watching a lot of League of Legends. So I've been hopping back on League recently, and one of my friends, Shiba, he's an AD carry player. I haven't really played support in 3 years basically, but it's a lot more fun duo queuing with somebody. So if we're not going mid jungle, we are going AD and support. And I was playing Leona, and Leona's broken. Leona is absolutely broken. She is very easy to set up stuff with, which I've been pleasantly surprised by. But yeah, I mean, that explains all like the Rel and the Leona we see in Worlds and stuff like that. And I actually lost a game where we had one of my friends played Irelia. And the other enemy team had Yone, and guess who did not win? Us. Irelia is still so bad. Anyways. League Worlds. League Worlds has actually been so much fun. Sorry. Yeah, Yone is also another broken champion. Yone is absolutely busted. When I'm, like, making fun bets on League with my friends, I'm honestly, like, if I see a team lock in Yone, I'm like, that team is gonna win. Unless, I don't know, I guess Jackie Love didn't, well, I mean, that might have been team diff, but, it is what it is. But yeah, League Worlds has been super fun. League Worlds has been what I've been watching during my free time. I'm actually not exactly sure what the shirt says, but I got this shirt at the Toyosu Fish Market when I was in Tokyo. And the Toyosu Fish Market is this place where a lot of fresh fish, holy crap, English, fresh fish. That's like almost a tongue twister. The Toyosu Fish Market is a place where a lot of fresh fish come in the mornings into Tokyo, and they have like the best fresh sushi there, basically. Fresh fish. It's so hard to say 5 times fast. Why is it so hard to say? Wait, this is a very funny tongue twister. Fresh fish. But yeah. Anyways, this is from there because I love my fish and I love eating sushi, so I had to get a little souvenir from the Toyosu Fish Market. But yeah, I got this shirt when I was in Japan. My cat loves fresh fish. He is a big fan of hamachi. He's a very, very, very big fan of hamachi. Aren't you, Gatsko? I was supposed to get him a little sushi platter for his birthday, but I forgot. And I also figured he has no idea when his birthday is, so honestly, like, it's his birthday basically every day, isn't it? He gets so many treats. He's like, wait a minute, I was supposed to get hamachi and you forgot? But yeah, anyways, the next time I get sushi in Toronto, I do owe my cat a little piece of hamachi because it was supposed to be his birthday gift, but I kind of forgot about it. Sorry, buddy. He gets like he has these like dried sardines he loves as a snack. He loves fish in general. He really likes them. His birthday is like, I think August 29th. Well, it wasn't actually going to be a sushi platter. And by sushi platter, I meant I was going to order myself sushi and I was going to cut the tiniest little piece for him. But yeah, he very much likes fish. I mean, he just likes to sneak up on me and eat my food whenever he gets a chance. So honestly, oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. He's actually so cute. Okay. That's so adorable. Yeah. My cat, I try to give him whatever little piece of I have. Like if I'm eating a sandwich, he gets a little piece of cheese, he gets a little piece of turkey, and see if he eats it. He hasn't really liked turkey recently, so. It is. That's literally what pets do. Yeah, I cut up, well, he finished his pantry supply of treats, so there's no more in there for him. He has to figure it out. No more stealing snacks. He's like so sus right now. He's like falling asleep and looking at me from the side of his eye. My little guy. He is. He's a true sampler. He likes to give everything one lick. It's like the one lick test. Is it good after one lick? If yes, he'll eat more of it. If it's not, he'll never touch it again. Yeah, but that's what cats do. Alright, so anyways, I do owe Gary a game analysis. This was his choice from the charity stream, which was months and months ago. But once again, thank you very much, Gary, for participating in the charity stream, and also for everybody else who did donate. Thank you guys so much. Speaking about, you know, Action Against Hunger, you guys helped out a lot. So this is from then, and this is the game that he sent in 2 days ago, and this was a chess.com game. I don't actually have any context on this game, so if you have any context that you yourself want to provide while you're in the chat, feel free to do so. I'm always happy to hear. But it looks like you're playing the Caro-Kann mainline. I honestly don't know much about openings in general. I think they're kind of overrated, but I'm glad that you're playing something that is more or less active, alright. You just played it probably in an airport? Okay. Well, let's see what is really cool about this game. I mean, I love the structure here, honestly. Like, getting these pawns out in the center is so strong. Another idea you could have had instead of playing d5, which is totally valid. Oh, it's just a game? Well, if you just wanted to submit a game, that's totally cool too. I'm going to be instructive about it. If you don't care, that's okay. It also appears to be a bullet game. I respect it, honestly. I thought you would submit a game that you've played like in some tournament, but then again, I guess you don't really play tournaments. But anyways, Rook D1 here was going to be also a really interesting idea, because then you're also threatening to take on c5, and then you're threatening to take the horsey on d7. And this is basically going to be like a little pin. So for example, if they play rook c8, this is already immediately losing, because then you can just capture the horsey. And if they don't, and for example they play c takes d4, then you're also once again basically like pinning all of this.
And then if their only move is basically bishop to f8, you can see how black is just really passive. So this was another idea you could have had instead of pushing your deep pawn. But honestly, no stress either way. Nice. No tournaments for Gary. Either way, your position is still really solid. And while the engine might say that this is a completely equal position, I would say that this is a game that you can play for a slight win with the white pieces. I do think king h2 is going the wrong direction, though. Like, you probably want your king on e3 just to prevent any e4 ideas, especially with, like, bishop b1, bishop a2, all this stuff. So yeah, I would say this is maybe a little bit scary, but you do defend the b3 pawn. You get your king here anyways, just a move delayed, so no big deal. Yoink. Yeah, I guess this is fine. I mean, this is all fine. It's still a very equal endgame, as long as, like, nothing really gets messed up. Hello, hello. Okay, well, your opponent just made the biggest mistake of their life because you successfully pushed your pawn for the win. Did you win this game? I'm now a little concerned. Why would you... This is just a very... Okay, I mean, this was a really well-played game. Honestly... Do the games count if the opponent played a game that I played? No. Has to be an opening that I played. That's how this works. Specifically, an opening that I played. So, like... I guess it works if it's, like, the Catalan, but if it's something that, like, the crab, for example, I mean, once again, that's pretty flexible. So are you asking if, like, the Najdorf counts? I would say the Najdorf does not count, because I don't play the Najdorf as black. Whereas I have played openings like the Rouser. So yeah, that would not count. But if you submitted a game where you were white and... Like, guys, it's just not supposed to be that hard. I've played literally 25,000 games. If you can't find a game, find an opening that I've played... I have no words. Bro, I've played 25,000 games. If you can't prove that I've played the opening, then you're not going to be qualified. Like, I'm just not going to include that. I'm concerned I played 28,000. Yeah, if you can't find a game that I've played and not opening, then I don't want to see it. But yeah, anyways, it's a great game, Gary. I think you played really well. GG's. Thanks for submitting. Thanks for participating. Yeah, you guys can now play the egg. You guys can now play the cabbage, the headache, the beach cafe. Thinking what else there is. Honestly, I can't really remember. But, alright, some easy, chill game analysis. Thanks, Gary, for submitting. Okay, now we're on to Flex Friday. So this week's theme for Flex Friday is openings that I have played. And you guys are always able to submit games for either the best game category or the worst game, the best fails, the worst fails category, whatever you want to call it. But you have $50 for the best game and $25 for the worst game. And this is going to be community voted. So if you guys want to participate, it is free. All you got to do is submit your game via Discord. And you can do !flex for that. And we're actually going to start off with a fail submitted by Mr. Connor McChicken. This was when animal openings was the theme for Flex Friday. I learned this cool line called the Mad Dog Attack against the perk. The game ended up being a mess, and at the end I played the only losing move, obviously. So for fails, you can submit whatever you would like. For flexes, it does have to be an opening that I have played. Once again, you're welcome to dig through my entire game library or games I've played from that are probably on FIDE from when I was like 5, if you really cared. But yeah, I've played, once again, 25,000 games of chess on chess.com on this account alone. So if you can't find something, then maybe you should expand your opening pool. I don't know what else to tell you. I've played everything from like the Vienna to like the crab to the bonk cloud to the ruffle. Like, you can probably find it. Also, why are you down a queen? I missed a couple of moves, and I just realized you're completely just down a queen. Nice, nice. Okay, well, I mean, it's compensation, but... The king being the center of the board is probably not great, but we get the queen back, no problem. Ah, just got checkmated like that, huh? Wow, that's pretty impressive. I don't think finding the only move that subjects yourself to checkmate is honestly really impressive. Like, that is, that's some good stuff. All right. The game is definitely getting pinned as a fail. Okay, next up we have this game by Jones. Played as white. This might seem like just a random in Italian where I played well and my opponent made a mistake, but it is actually a game that finally brought me to 1000 Elo Rapid after 1.5 years of playing and studying. Proof that I played the opening with black in the past. Wow, thank you for doing that. Wait, let me see the opening first. Yeah, this is an opening I play, for sure. Apparently I played this against Levy, and I won? And I was... What? I'm not going to lie. I don't remember beating Levy very often. Oh, this was in 1-1 in this speech. Sorry, this is a little... I'm getting a little sidetracked here, actually. I don't really remember beating Levy that often in the I'm Not a GM Speed Chess Championships, so, you know, we gotta take a look at this game. I mean, I'm completely lost. I'm down a whole piece. What happened? Oh, wow. Levy just completely threw. Like, he just let me promote my past pawns. That's a pretty big throw by Levy. So, just submit your game, and if it doesn't count, it just won't count. Like, it doesn't need to be that complicated. Yeah. Okay, cool game. Stop asking me. It will count if it counts. Okay, so I have definitely played Italian game, obviously. This is... Oh, free queen, yoink. We love to see it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good game. I'm really glad that you hit 1000 Elo Rapid. I don't think it's like a really crazy game, so we're gonna have to skip it for flexes, but GG's nonetheless. Okay, next up we got this game by Gary Caspivaro. This week I hit 1800 Rapid and Bullet. Also got my peak bullet. To celebrate it, decided to submit a game from which I was beginner back when chess was fun. Wild to think this is the same person. Alright, and this is a fail. Uh-oh. 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 And this is where Gary learned that he should absolutely not be trying to take every single piece in the opening, but sometimes he should worry about his king safety. I mean, he still hasn't learned that lesson, but it's okay. One can pretend. Alright, congratulations on your fail. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably not, but... Alright, next up, we've got Hema. I played as white. I think I like the Ruffles. I do like the Ruffles. I'm glad that you might like the Ruffles. Oh my gosh, and we have a game in the Ruffles. Hell yeah, Skrillasaurus Rex is getting bonus points for this. Wait, this is a flex? He's playing at somebody who's 2400? Hey, yo! Oh my gosh. Wait, the opponent just straight up blundered a bishop. He blundered it back. Oh no. Wait, Skrillasaurus is playing pretty well. Well, it doesn't need to be a game where you dominated the opponent from beginning to end. Just any game where there's like, wow, this was a brilliant move, or wow, like you played this position really well, or you know, good job on beating somebody who is 2,200 points. There are so many different factors that we count when it comes towards flexes. Like this one, he beat a 2400 on time. In a 3-minute arena game, he spent 1 minute and 20 seconds and won on time. Or yeah, exactly, like, oh wow, you got a night under promotion made. No, I mean, this is crazy. The fact that you managed to flag somebody 2200 points higher rated the fact that you managed to flag somebody who is 2200 points higher rated than you, this gives all the flex vibes. Like, this game is 100% a flex. There's a lot of different things I think about when I think about a game and whether or not it's a flex. A lot of the time, there's a big difference between a good game and a game that is like, oh, wow, this was a crazy game. So, congratulations, Hema. That's really cool. He played the Ruffles. He flagged them with a +1 minute, 40 seconds. That's pretty insane. All right, nice. So, we have our first flex, I think, for today. Also, he did not lose to a 2400 with the Ruffles. Like, the fact that he did not lose starting out in this position is also kind of insane. Okay, next up, we have the 1200 strength, a fail. Played as black, was comfortably winning from the opening, was utterly lazy to convert it, paid the price in the end, funnily cheaper at the end, didn't work as well. Yeah, that's a really huge flex, so like, seriously, congrats. I'm a big fan of seeing people play games where they're like super big underdogs and you're not really expecting them to win. But yeah, that's really awesome. I'm gonna put some earrings in. I just realized I'm not wearing earrings. And it's probably been like 2 days since I have not worn earrings. So. And if you're submitting games, all submissions are through the Flex channel on our Discord. Alright, so this game is going to be a fail coming in from the 1200 strength. Let's go! Yeah, one of the problems of not wearing earrings for a few days is that, well, it takes a little longer than a few days now for me, but like, the hole might close. So you don't really want that happening, because then you gotta go redo it. Is the website not working? That's very unfortunate. I don't know why it would not be working. I think it should be fine. Mods, do we mind checking really quick? Uh-oh. It would appear that the website doesn't work. Okay, well, since the website doesn't work, there is still a submission template. You can just copy-paste it and do it yourself on Discord. Unfortunate. Yeah, you can just copy somebody else's format. Oh my lord! What the heck? Anonymous! Thank you so much for the 97 gifted subs. Wait, that's actually insane. Yo, if you guys got a gifted sub from Anonymous right now, please do make sure you're thanking him. And also, if you're just part of the community, like, just thank him, because he is single-handedly making sure that we have Flex Friday prizes to be paid out every single week. Thank you guys so much. Holy crap. Thank you. Still no idea who Anonymous would be, but that's really insane. Thank you so much. Wowie. That's, oh my gosh, Anonymous. Well, whew. Thank you. Make sure you are all thanking them, please. If you got your gifted. I see a lot of people who hang out here regularly. Hell yeah, happy for you guys. Yeah, I wish we could just VIP Anonymous, but we can't because they're anonymous. Alright. Thank you. See? You guys are here not only with a chance to win $50 for best game, but you also have the chance to get a gifted sub. We now are going to look at the 1200 strengths game. Also, it's so quiet in here because I don't have music on in the background. I was like, why is it so quiet? Who made me a DMCA free music playlist one time? Is this even for me? I don't even know if this is for me. We'll find out. I don't even know. I'm not even sure. It might not be for me. But that's cool. Okay, anyways. I have heard the new song. I mean, I think it's catchy. I just don't love, like, pop music. Oh my gosh, everything's so loud. Alright, so this is a game by the 1200 strength. And it is a fail. So let's see why it's a fail. Yoink. Oh no! Well, I mean, it's not even that bad. You just, like, made a couple of mistakes. This is honestly, like... Oh, is the music really, really quiet? Sorry. I apologize. My bad. I mean, it is a fail, but it's not that insane of a fail. I will pin it though. Okay, so next up we've got Sledgehammer. Played as black. A nice win after a mistake of my opponent finished by a mating attack to the castle king. Yeah. I play stuff like this with the white pieces, so this game counts. Oh wait, he's black. Oh wait, he submitted a game where he played the Najdorf. I don't play the Najdorf at all. I'm not really sure this game is gonna count. I just figured out he played black. I thought he played white this whole time. I was like so excited. I don't know if I've played the Najdorf or not. It's honestly gonna be really close. I don't know. You chat can decide if this game counts or not. Does this game count? Yes, no. It's a really easy poll. Just say yes or no. If you did, then vote yes. I don't see the proof. Up to chat, up to chat. Honestly, you guys can decide. Y'all can choose for us. Surely chat's not gonna tie this one. Because chat would never tie something like this. Absolutely not. Chat is never trolling. Never just trying to cause havoc. Never happen. Honestly, not being able to understand the words in a song makes it a lot better sometimes. There's so many rap songs that I love so much more if I couldn't understand the lyrics, because I like the beat a lot. And then if I have to listen to the lyrics, it's just, why are we rapping about this? Yeah, like Cardi B, for example. I actually like Nicki Minaj's rap, but Cardi B I think is not my favorite. There's a lot of rappers out there though that I don't love the lyrics for, but I like the beats a lot. Like they have really good producers and stuff, and then I'm just there like, you know, I really didn't need to brings back Mary on the stream with all. It's like Polish music slaps. Oh my gosh. Have you guys heard the Cow song? The Cow song is one of my favorite songs, but mostly because I don't understand the lyrics at all, and it's actually so depressing if you actually look up the translation. Oh my god, this song is actually so sad. Wait. Aw, the game did not count. Alright, well, thank you chat for participating regardless. Appreciate it. Okay, wait. We need a pause. Pause everything. Sorry, Sledgehammer, your game does not count. We apologize. But maybe the rest of you guys can send in some games that do count potentially. Okay. Quick pause. My music is still playing. Why is it still playing? Hello? Sag for Sledge. Okay, really quick detour, because I got distracted. Show cow video. I am. I also have a version that has English lyrics for it. But like the translations are probably not great, but this song is such a bop, but then you just read the lyrics and it's like like it's such a banger, but the lyrics are wild. Ja pierdolę, ale mam zjazd, pytam gwiazd jak kłoda leżę, nie wierzę, co się dzieje, jak kura z głodu pieje, jak wilkołak do księżyca, w głowie dziury, jak... It's like, the vibe is so good, but then the lyrics are just not so good. But yeah, once again, the lyrics are probably not great. It's Cat Jam, but Sag. Very Google Translate. It's the cow for me. Okay, but anyways, you get my point. There's some songs where it's so nice not understanding any of the lyrics, like a lot of Polish songs. And then once I know the like meaning of the song, it's just like, well, you know, this song was better before I learned the lyrics. So, anyways, yeah, we have Cow Jam here if you guys want to use it. Cow Jam is great. Alright, next up, we got Sunshine! Played as black, played a few Ruffles games, and this was the most decent one. Ruffles gave me Rookots, but the Ruffles buff was too OP. Hell yeah! Okay, all dressed, nowhere to go. With the black pieces. Goodbye, Rook! I love the Ruffles. Thanks for playing the Ruffles. Oh, this makes me want Ruffles chips now. Flex for the commitment. He really was so good. Oh, we could have taken a queen. No problem. We still have an exchange. Honestly, this game is basically a complete 50-50. Oh, wow. And we got the checkmate. I love it. Honestly, this is a flex. Like, you're what, 600? You lost a rook because you were this dedicated to the game? Literally losing a rook on move 5? Yeah, this is a flex. Yeah, this is a really good game. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take it than queen, but like for 600, I have very low standards, honestly. You got the checkmate at the end. Honestly, you didn't lose the game despite playing the ruffles and losing the queen. It's a flex. Okay, next up we have Krish. This is a game from my first federated over-the-board classical event. I was facing a 10-year-old and I pulled off a crazy opening from my mind without any prep and with total domination going forth. Over the board game, that's totally fine. Yeah. Nice. I mean, it's kind of crazy that this is like theory, I suppose. But I honestly don't know. He does say that he came up with all these moves himself, like King E2, King F3, so I kind of respect that. Oh no. Hope you're okay, Jaguar. It is going to be a very nice endgame for white. Yoink! It's kind of cute. Knight takes E6 is a brilliant move. Yeah, I mean... So the reason this move works is because if D takes E6, this is not a free rook. It is actually defended twice. This is not why this move works. But he does have rook takes C6, and after king to B8, there's rook to B1, basically with checkmate. Nice, Bido, nice. So that's why this game is a flex indeed, and I am going to pin it. Okay. Next up, we have this game by Pranav. I played as white. I don't play want move on e4. I was trying to get a Spanish, but no one was playing e5 against me. Unlucky. Well, I mean, I played d4 openings too. Yeah, this is fine. This counts. This is the Scheveningen. There's actually a classic name, like the Caris attack or something. Well, he said it wasn't theory. Like, he says he doesn't know. He did not know the theory in that position, so... Oh. I mean, I don't know a lot of theories. So honestly, this is fine. I like the Scheveningen though with white. It's like the Caris attack setup. I don't actually know if it's specifically a Caris attack when you get into... Oh, nice! A regular Greek gift. Came with an double exclam, so this is a brilliant move. Love G6, because if you play G6 and they take with the pawn, here we have H takes, king to G8, rook to H8, king takes H8, queen H2, king to G8, and then queen to H7, checkmate, which is really nice. So H6, rook takes, and nice little checkmate. Alright, this is definitely a flex. Oh, is it? Well, my bad. Anyways, it's in that same vein of opening. I'm honestly not very, like, picky about my opening names. Okay, next up, we've got Boyshak. Played as white. Rare fail for me this week, but not going to miss an opportunity to share the London receipts. Nice. Thank you. I have indeed played a fair amount of the London, I guess, surprisingly. Wow. That's kind of crazy. I've played like over 100 games of the London. That's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Oh, I think the flex link doesn't work. So if the flex link isn't working, guys, literally just state what color you played, what your, whether it's a fail or flex, and then whether or not, and then just your game. And feel free to have a little write-up if you want. But mandatory are game category you're submitting for, the color you played, and the game link. Those are the 3 things we need. This guy's name is I really love math. That's very funny, actually. Okay, so I have played the London. Yoink. Oh wait, this is a fail because it's submitted by Boyshak, not a flex. I was so excited for you. You're like up so much material. Now I gotta wait and see how you manage to lose this game down a rook. How do you possibly lose this? Ah. I am starting to see how you lose it. Unlucky, huh? Very unlucky. It's actually better than the normal fails he submits. I think this is actually like a gameplay fail, whereas the other ones are just like brain fails. Brain fail is another little conundrum for me to say. I can't really say brain fail very well. Brain fail. But yeah, this was very much a brain fail moment. Just not recognizing that we probably should not be taking this pawn. And even after we take the pawn, we can still win the game because this position, we're still winning because we're up a whole bunch of pawns, but no. Okay, next up, we've got XX. I played as black. I hate playing against d4. I'm pretty sure you play the Queen's Gambit, but I'm not sure if you ever played the Albin Countergambit. I never learned the main line. I made a million ways, but I ended up getting 2 brilliance out of a nice checkmate. Rosen trophy. I definitely do not play the Albin Countergambit. If you weren't sure, why don't you just check? It's free to check. Okay, next up, we've got Kako. I played as black. A chaotic game where each player managed to capture the opponent's queen on different... Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that game if you want to submit it for next week's Rosen trophy. I'm just pretend I didn't see it. Alright, take care, Invalid. Have fun. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, a chaotic game where each player managed to capture the opponent's queen on different occasions. In the end, I managed to gain a large material advantage, but with time trouble. At the key moment in my pre-move, I thought my opponent was going to retreat his king after a check, but... ... I wonder what possibly happens. Okay, let's see. So this is a fail. He can play whatever he wants if it's a fail. Yoink. Okay, well, everything worked out. No problem. No problem. Turn that frown into... I don't even know what the saying is. Turn that frown upside down, I guess. Did we... Stalemate? No. What? Why? Bro, whatever. I mean, the opponent got a Rosen trophy or something like that. Definitely a little bit of a fail. Alright, cool. A little stalemate. Congratulations on your fail, Kako. Next up, we have, I have no idea what your username is if you don't type it in, so played as black. He did have low time. It's not even that bad of a fail, honestly. Like, the fails this week haven't been truly exceptional. A brilliant move! We love our brilliant moves. Brilliant move, rook takes, knight takes, king here takes, and then black is up in exchange. Wait, that was the whole game? I'm trying to think about this right now. I do play the Queen's Gambit. I mean, it's a very scuffed Queen's Gambit, but it is a Queen's Gambit. I'm not exactly sure if I think this is a flex. I also have no idea what this dude's rating is. I have no idea what the other dude's rating is. But it is, like, brilliant move, you know? Alright, let's see. How many flexes do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just let chat decide. Do you think this game is a flex? And you guys can decide yes, no with 1 minute. You've been playing poker recently? Love that for you. Hell yeah. I am being very democratic today. I don't have any strong opinions about any of the games. Like, the games today have felt good, but they haven't really felt flexy. So, I'm trying to lower my standards for judging today and just kind of go with the flow. But it's a little hard. So yeah, anyways, chat can decide if you think this game is a flex or not. Anything that I don't particularly like. Anything I'm not too sure about, I'm down to just leave it up for a chat vote and then chat can decide. I mean, I do think that Queen takes F2 is a really cool move. I do think that Queen takes F2 though is also not the hardest move to find, especially given the zero context of like this guy could be 2500, this guy could be, you know, 1200. I have no idea. I would definitely say that this game has a flex if this dude was 1200. Would probably not say it's a flex if it was like a 2400. Does that make sense? I always try to be very objective about these type of games. So chat's voting no. Alright. Chat has voted no with overwhelming majority actually. Alright, so next up we've got Foggy. I felt I was 200 IQ here. Submitting as flex. I don't know, starting from French, switching to per counts. Do I play either? I'm not sure I play either of these openings. I don't play the perk, nor do I play the French. So I'm not quite understanding the submission. Unfortunately, this game might just simply not count. Sorry, Foggy. I mean, I pushed pawns for the sake of it, yeah. But I'm gonna say this is a DQ. I don't play the perk, nor do I play the French. I mean, if you can find a game where I have fruit play something like this, that's totally fine. But if you wanna just do like a game match, you know how like Walmart does price match or something? One of the stores does price match. Yeah, if you can find it and you want to show it to us as proof, Foggy, go for it. Okay, MTK, I played as black. Opening was good for me, but I got my queen trap. I made a comeback. I mean, I've definitely played the 4 knights in my life. I mean, I might have been 5 the last time I played a 4 knights willingly, but I've definitely played a 4 knights. It's pretty hard to not play a 4 knights. Oh, goodbye, queen. Oh, pause jump. Oh, a cute little checkmate at the end over here. The 4 knights is just very boring. He's 2000. I mean, the game was solid. The game was safe. He did sacrifice a queen. I mean, I think this deserves to be pinned. He sacrificed a whole queen and won the game. And, like, really took advantage of, like, the fact that his opponent's rook was kind of stuck here. I really like this game, actually. Like, on the second part of this game, I think it was fascinating. For sure. So. Alright, cool. Next up, we have I played as white, my worst opening. That was indeed a flex. This is probably a flex. A little attack going on over here. I like it. As a 1200. Ooh, knight takes b5 is sweet. You said you got 2 brilliance. It's not showing up on here for me, but I can do analysis really quick, I guess. Yeah, knight takes b5 is a really good move. So is rook takes b6, because then you get this, and then this is effectively, this is just checkmate. That's pretty nice. Alright. Congratulations, you were pinned. Let's see. We need to remove someone, I think. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I'm going to remove Sunshine's game. It was a really good game, Sunshine, proving fact. It was actually a really, really good game. But as far as flexes go, I would say that the best part of that game was purely the fact you played the Ruffles and you lost your rook and still managed to win the game. So while I think that's really good, I just don't think that it's going to be, you know, a winner. But yeah, thank you so much, Proving Facts, for playing the Ruffles, regardless. I always love seeing the Ruffles. I mean, Foggy, you didn't really play the French. You played e6, d6, c6. Like, I'm not trying to make this complicated. I've played so many different games. If we need to have a conversation about if I've played the opening or not, I think that's already going to be DQ'd. I apologize. Like, if I have played the French, but that's not a French. That's like a perk. So, and it's not even a perk. It's e6, d6, c6, which is not even really an opening. It can't really even be a French with d6. But yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Thanks, Sapper. Thank you. Okay, next up, we've got a purr. Beat a 1600. Let's just call it a small center. I mean, it is a small center. Why are we calling it a small center? It literally is one. Okay, I beat a 1600 and unrated with a brilliant move. Went with the flow. Flex. Yoink. I mean, the attack looks good. It looks like we're doing something. Nice. Got the free rook, got the checkmate. Rook FA was brilliant. I mean, you're pinning the knight. I think it's really good. I'm just not quite sure that it's going to be a flex. Alright, I think it's going to be between this game and Hima's game to make flex then. Because, alright guys, once again, I'll let chat vote. Chat, you guys are getting a lot of votes today because I can't decide. Your options are between this game and this game. So you guys can vote which one is going to be remaining on the top 5. So as a little reminder, Hima's game was on Flex Friday because not only did he start out with the Ruffles against a 2400, keep in mind, Hima is only 273. And then he managed to actually get a decent position out of the opening, but that's not the most important part. The most important part about this game was the fact that he managed to flag his opponent, who is 2,200 points higher, with 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. So that's why Hima's game was pinned on Flex Friday. Now that being said, the reason that I am considering this 500th game a purse game for Flex Friday is because he is 500, and while he is playing, you know, against the Vienna is black, he's playing against somebody who is 1,000 points higher rated. So, you know, that's still a lot. And he does find a really cool move over here with rook to f8, sacrificing his rook on h8, also while pinning the opponent's opponent's knight, and then actually ends up winning the game through these series of discovered attacks as well as going for the checkmate. So I think it's honestly really close. Which game you guys might think is better, I'll let you guys decide. So who deserves to be pinned more? We have Skrillasaurus Rex, and we've got Bishop from last game. Nice, Jaguar, nice. We have a lot of really cool games today, actually. Oh my god, I closed all of chess.com accidentally. I apologize. I closed way too many tabs. I was trying to close like the hundreds of tabs I had up, and then I accidentally closed all of them instead of just the 20. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really close, which is why I can't really decide. I'll let chat vote. You guys can just vote. Oops. It's gonna be a close vote, too. Thanks, Morris. Thank you. So yeah, vote. And then I am also closing the queue. After this vote is done, the queue will be closed. So if you guys want to have any more games submitted, please make sure you are doing so. If you're not in time, you can vote, you can participate for next week. And also, I know that our template is currently a little broken, so we're gonna have to come up with a new template for next week. I mean, it's tight competition. It's 20 votes to 20 votes. If anybody, I know Twitch chat might just be trolling slightly and trying to balance this out, so 2020 is kind of crazy. Yeah. It is kind of crazy. Wait, I'm just trying to make sure. 1, 2, 3. Oh, congratulations, Skrillasaurus Rex. Your game is staying on Flex Friday. That's a crazy clutch at the end. I literally glanced over to try to count how many games I had on Flex Friday, and it suddenly went from like 24-24 to 27-24. So once again, Bishop from last game, I'm not saying your game is bad or anything like that. It's just the competition is really tight. I actually think you played a really fantastic game, especially against somebody 1,000 points higher rated. Like, that is no joke. That is no joke. But yeah. Better luck next time. You probably need to buy a couple more votes from your family. I'm joking. Hell yeah. Congrats, Hema. Okay, so next up, we got Flop. Flop? Flop. Wait, his name is Flop with an extra L. Okay, Flop. Okay, sounds good, Upper. Sounds good. After an opening where I felt much worse, I just hate when my opponent plays so aggressively. I managed to turn it around. I'm pretty proud of the end. Just crossed 1100 today. Nice. I'm glad you love competition. I'm glad that you guys are having fun with this. This is supposed to be fun at the end of the day. I know that there is $50 on the line every single week, but... Oh, it's floor. Oh, got it. Okay. Understood. Florian. Cool. So let's see this game. Also, wait, I missed the opening. Oh no, you submitted a game in the England Gambit? I actually think I've played the England Gambit before. I actually think that I have gotten this position in a game. I must have played the England Gambit at least once in my life. Thanks, Grego. It's from, Japan. It's from Tokyo. But let's see why this is a flex. Glad you are crossing 1100. Yeah, exactly, Grego. Nice! Hell yeah! This is such a clean game, honestly. Like, this is just such a... Like, you weren't particularly doing better. But you managed to hold on in the end game and then managed to go for the win after your opponent blundered this exchange, which is really, really, really nice. But yeah, I unfortunately can't pin this game. I don't think it's going to be more outstanding than... Let me see. It's gonna be tough. It's really tough. Yeah, I think your game is really solid and it's really good, but there's nothing too fancy about it. So I think, yeah, but good job. Can definitely see how this would get you over 1100 for sure. Also, I did say I'm gonna close the queue, so I'm gonna lock the thread now. But thank you all so much for submitting games this week. If you didn't have a chance to submit this week, you are going to have a chance next week. And we always announce the theme basically after the Flex Friday. Okay, next up, we got Cronus. Played as white. Played a game where you tried starting with the Spanish opening, but my opponent didn't protect his pawn, took instead of moving the bishop. Okay, well, this is the Petrov, and I do play this. It's not a Spanish, it's a Petrov. This is actually a whole different opening. Spanish is when they go knight here, and you play bishop b5. But if they go knight f3, knight f6, this is the Petrov, and you are supposed to take. And this is very much theory. Oh, and this is the Stafford Gambit, by the way. This is Eric Rosen's favorite opening. Well, I don't know if it's favorite opening, his trademarked opening, I suppose. But yeah, I'm also not sure if it counts was a flex. My opponent should have checkmated me twice in the end. I was trying to checkmate him with the help of bishop since the beginning of the game. And then I found it fun, though my chess level is still a pity. That's okay! It's supposed to be fun! It's supposed to be fun. Chess is supposed to be fun. Oh god, though. Our queen is begging to be captured. Holy crap, how did you survive this? This is literally just checkmate in one. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting... I'm literally getting anxiety watching this game because it's 5 minutes to 7 minutes and it's like... Alright, I gotta admit, this game is way more funny than it is a flex, but honestly, great job on not getting yourself checkmated. I don't know how that did not happen. Like, it felt so intuitive to get checkmated, but apparently you checkmated them instead. I was honestly not expecting this. I can't pin this as a flex, but thanks for submitting this game. This is awesome. Love to see it. Really, 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 really love to see it. That's great. That's a fantastic game. This is the vibe of Flex Friday. I really wish that the opponent could have submitted this game as a fail. Black should have submitted this game as a fail. They would have won. Okay. Armand Zamir and sacrifice a rook. How is white? Nice. Also, as a reminder to everybody, if your game... If you didn't get a chance to submit or you got disqualified this week, don't worry. Next week is going to be Rosen score. So it's going to be just anything that fulfills any of the check marks for the Rosen score. And you can actually go on the website itself and then see what game counts. So it's really, really, really easy. Trust me. Thanks, Mega! It's from Tokyo! Yeah, you know who else is cool? Rosen. Eric Rosen's also cool. We're just lost. Okay, never mind. I take it all back. We're absolutely winning because the opponent gave us every single pawn in the position. And piece. No problem. Yeah, just winning. Unfortunately, this game can't be pinned as a flex. I do think it's good though. I mean, I don't even really know if you is this the Rook sacrifice you're talking about? Yeah, it is good. I like Rook takes G7. It's a good move. It is a really good move. Nice. Okay, next up we've got Citharis, played as black against a 2496 in bullet. This is a flex. I had a couple of brilliance in the game, but if it was rather quick, I thought it was cool and just wanted to share. Oh, I think this game is gonna get my... One sec. The DMCA is heavy in that one. Okay. A little Italian, never hurt anyone. Yoink. Just going for the attack. I feel like I've played this exact same position before. Straight up. Oh. Easy. Can't really say it's a flex, but you know, we love a quick checkmate, especially in bullet against somebody 1200 points higher rated. I mean, it's tough. It's bullet, you're playing against somebody 1200 points higher rated. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, like, this one is impressive. While it is impressive, I don't think it's as impressive as some of the other stuff. But still, GG's nonetheless, Citharis. Okay, next up. Brainless Blunderer. I played white, won, made opponent resign with 1300. Whoa, you're 300? Nice. I don't think I've played this opening. I think I always go E4, knight of 3. Do we count this, chat? I genuinely don't think I've ever gone... Maybe I have gone D4, E3. I mean, I probably have played a position like this. Oh, it's the Colle... Yeah, that's true. It's like the Colle system. Fair enough. Yoink. Nice. It's a really good game. You beat somebody 1100 points higher rated. I respect that. Nice, Cronus. Okay. Next up, we've got a flex by Nuff Served. Played as white. Oh, it's the Ruffles! Let's go! Wow, this is a great position coming out of the Ruffles. Imagine starting in this position and then getting to this position. That's kind of wild, actually. I kind of respect that. Okay, nice. Hell yeah! It's a nice little win. I think your opponent played terrible, but I think you played amazing. Can't be quite a flex, but great game. Okay, next up, we got this game. Played as white, won 2 brilliance. It was Blitz though. Play as white, huh? We're not taking... Okay. Bishop d3 is the brilliant. Kind of like it. If this, queen g5, and this is checkmate. So, black can't take on f5. And you got the checkmate anyways. Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. Alright, next up, we've got... Andrew! Played as white. Yeah, absolutely. This is like the super extended Ruffles on the 4th and 5th. Kind of interesting. I kind of like it. Yoink. Yoink. And checkmate. Wow. Look at 1100s these days. They understand how to take the center and how to play for an attack. It's honestly really good. Oh my gosh. We have so much competition today. But I actually think that the games that I already have pinned are like my favorite. I don't know. It's really close though. I'm actually not too sure anymore. No, I think this game was really good. No, this guy sacrificed a whole queen and won the game. I mean, you don't see that very often either. Yeah, but this is the I'm such a sucker for a good attack. Yo, what? 7 tier 3? Wait, that's... Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Anonymous. I really appreciate it. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, if you guys got a gifted sub today, please make sure thanking them. Hell yeah. Wow, just tier 3s? Tier 3 is actually insane. You all are insane. Thank you. Thank you. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much, sir. Or ma'am. Whoever you might be. Generous angel of subs. Thank you. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, you know, also it's wild, the fact that you guys all have such good games this week. It's so hard for me to choose. Like... No, I think I have to. I mean, this guy also sacrificed a queen. I don't know. I'm in the what's the word? Like, overwhelmed with decisions. Alright. Sorry, Andrew. I think your game is great. I just don't think I can quite pin it. I actually think your game's very good. Especially bin 1100, being able to just go for the attack and, like, you know, getting that strong center. It's very impressive stuff. I just can't pin that. Yeah, chatters, make sure you're thanking them. Even if you might not have gotten a sub. They're making sure that we got Flex Friday running for all of you guys. Bro, Nemzo, until you brought up the word rubric, I haven't thought about that word in so long. But in my head, I definitely have a bit of a rubric, and it's very different for, like, different elos. Right? Like, 1,000... Yeah, but I've been thinking about it. Man, it's been so long since I've heard the word rubric. Okay, so this is a fail. Hello, Charizard. Okay, we're completely crushing. We are less crushing. Uttering the word Scantron. Yeah, that's why I always say them. Them. It's actually really interesting in, like, Mandarin and in Finnish. Both languages don't have, what's it called? Like, gender. Like, when it's spoken, there's no... Well, in Mandarin now, there you can put the character, what's it called? So, for a little context, in Chinese... All Chinese words are written kind of like as a composition. So I think they're called fansapang. I don't really remember what it's called exactly. But for example, if you're writing ta, which means them, for a guy, you can put like the one with the slash going and then a slash going down. And then for the ta for women, it's got a little nu, which just means women, but it's still one word combined with the other character. It's a long story. And then in Finnish, it's just han. Han just means them. But yeah, it's really interesting. Neither of the languages I really speak have gendered they, them, which is why, once again, I don't really think about gender when I speak, because I just say dude or guy regardless of gender. I just say bro regardless of gender. Like, I'm not thinking about somebody's gender when I say it. It's just like, this freaking person. Like, I wish that, yeah. It's just not something that really crosses my mind. Exactly, like, I just call everybody bro. Like, I would say that to Andrea or something. It just isn't really like... Yeah, I mean, I can read and write Mandarin. Oh, I can just pull it up on Paint really easily, actually. Let me just make sure I'm right. Okay, it is. Here. Really quick Chinese lesson for everyone. Yeah, life is difficult enough as is. I can't think about it that much. Wait, this is not Paint. Why is this not Paint? I agree. I mean, bro should be numb. Like, who cares? Honestly. So this character means, like, him, I guess, in Chinese. But it's pronounced the same way. So this is just ta. And then if you... so this is one word. This is one word. And then if you swap this one out and write out like... Now I don't know what brush I have. This is also ta, but this is for women. Because this character on its own, so if you took out all of this, if you took out now this side, this character over here means woman. So this character is ta, but for women. But yeah, this is like, that's just how Chinese works. And it's really interesting. Free Chinese lessons. Oh my gosh, what the heck, Cronus? Thank you so much for the 30 gifted subs. What the heck? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, make sure you're thanking whoever got you a sub today. Make sure you're checking the top of your Twitch for the notification if you got a sub. Make sure you're thanking them. I really appreciate that, Cronus. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are great. Hope you're enjoying the game reviews and also the random Chinese lessons. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. More how these characters get built up for languages like Japanese or Mandarin. Well, the characters actually are really interesting in Chinese, so they all started from somewhere. The evolution of Chinese is like, I mean writing specifically. Pronunciation is a different story because Cantonese is pronounced very differently, and I have no idea why. But there's like a lot of articles on it, but they used to start out with looking at like, oh, here's another really good example. So one of the characters that you might recognize if you have ever either taken Chinese or Japanese is the character for mountain, which is just this. This is the character for mountain. And you can kind of look at it and you can kind of figure out, I mean, please don't quote me on this. Like, don't go to your Chinese class and be like, oh, this streamer told me that this is how, you know, it became. But you can kind of see how in the olden days, people would maybe like draw this for mountain, right? Like, all Chinese characters are called characters for a reason. Because they came from somewhere. They are like little pictures of stuff. So this you can kind of see and be like, yeah, that's what it looks like a mountain. And then people eventually simplified it into this. And this is also the story behind the word for field. So this is the word for field in Chinese. It's called tian. This character in Japanese is yama. In Chinese, Mandarin, it's pronounced shan. This word is called tian. And I'm pretty sure in Japanese, this word is pronounced da, but I'm not actually sure. But it's something like this. My Japanese pronunciation is not very good, obviously. I'm But yeah, this character is Tian. So, for example, in Japanese, if you see like Yamada, it might be one word, but it's probably two. And I honestly don't really know Japanese very well, but like I said, the characters all come from the fact that this is actually a little picture of a field. If you looked at a field from the top and looked out and were like, what does this look like? It kind of looks like this, right? You can kind of imagine like it's split up. There's like, you know, rice growing over here. But yeah, all the symbols, these are called characters. They're basically just symbols. Imagine like, you know, hieroglyphics actually had a pronunciation. So even Chinese is not even like hieroglyphics. But you can definitely see how this could be the word for Tian. What made it Shan versus Yama? I actually have no idea. I have no clue. But another really interesting example is, if you just took all of this out, is one of the characters very commonly that you would see, just like you would see, is the word shui. Right? And this is pronounced shui in Chinese, but it's pronounced mizu in common Japanese. But what I have been told is that actually back in the day, if you were like from a lower class and you weren't taught like posh Japanese, some people still know this character in Japan as shui, which is very interesting. So there's definitely something there, and it's something that I would like to do a lot more research on about how things like this happened, because it's like it's fascinating to me. Like, how did this become? Yeah, but anyways, there's like a whole bunch of different characters that are like, yeah, you probably only know it as shui, but this word is pronounced mizu in Japanese. And it's the same character. It fucking is obviously the same character. But vocabulary super illustrates social class. So one of the reasons that mansions are mansions is because the French word for mansion for house is maison. But a house is a house because back in the day, the poorer people spoke German or like not French, and French was kind of reserved for the wealthier classes. So that's why houses are houses, because it's house in German, but maison in French. Fun fact. Yeah. I'm not doing any studies in this field, no. My mom has a PhD in English philology, so I just picked up a lot of random stuff when I was growing up with her. Hey, SS Tag, thank you so much for the 34 months. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I also speak French, so, you know. Pretty easy to figure out. Well, it's not that easy, but I've also lived in France and Germany. But it is a very fun fact. There's a whole lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff about languages. The way that you speak languages actually really dictates the way that you might think about stuff, because every language has its own logic system when it comes to like associating words, like piecing together sentences. So if you, for example, are a Chinese speaker, you might be thinking very differently from somebody who is an English speaker. And I think that's honestly kind of obvious. Like, you look at Chinese, you look at the language, it looks so freaking hard to learn. Like, what the heck? Why would you ever want to learn this? So I think once you are forced to learn Chinese as a baby, and you're just there like, why wasn't I born British where I can just learn all these English words? Then your mind just turns out a little different. Whereas if you grew up in like England and you were just learning English your whole life and it's the standard and you don't have to learn any other languages, then you might just be a lot less, you know. And yeah, I think language plays such a big role in mental processing. No, but it's so true. Like, no wonder Asians are so smart, because you're forced to like... But every time I think about this, it's like, if you're Chinese and you're forced to learn a language like this when you're a kid, like, yeah, I can see why you would, you know, be more, not necessarily smart, be more willing to learn things, because you already had such a hard time learning this language as a kid. Yeah, like, I just think it's very funny if you really think about that. So... Exactly, Ozuke. Yeah, exactly. I mean, right now, I think it's a lot easier than ever to learn languages. It's also a lot easier to not have to learn languages because you can just get by speaking absolutely nothing. Like, you can just Google Translate. Maybe Sibdic. I never, like, really thought about it. My first language was Chinese. And I learned French around the same time I learned English. Yeah, Chinese Mandarin, and then I learned Finnish around the same time I was learning, like, English. But I was really lucky that my mom was, like, spoke English when I was a kid, so I could pick up a little more English. I mean, I don't even really see why this is a fail. You took 6 years of Chinese school after regular school? That's pretty crazy. I went to Chinese class all the time when I was a kid. Oh no! Why'd you blunder your bishop? Oh man. Yeah. Well, I think in different languages all the time. When I think about chess, I mostly think about it in Chinese. Because when I was like a classical chess player, I was thinking about it in Chinese. And then I swapped to English when I was a little older. Like, I started only thinking about chess in English when I was like 12 or something, like 13 maybe. So sometimes if I get really tired, I just start thinking about chess in Chinese because it's easier. Yeah, it's a drawn game because the opponent flagged. But I don't even think it's that much of a fail. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails already. I don't think this game is that much of a fail. I mean, I think you misplayed some. You drew at the end, which takes away the fail aspect, honestly. If you lost, it would have been way worse. Well, I grew up, I moved to Finland when I was 4. So, there wasn't much else there for me to speak than Finnish. Because it was also northern Finland, which is fun. It just means the way I talk is different in a lot of languages. I would say I'm a lot more polite in Chinese because they work that into their language. Or at least they did when I was a kid. I lived in Germany for like 2019, 2020. Well, my parents lived there. I was just going back for holidays. Like, I spent summer holiday there. Yeah, nobody taught me swear words in Chinese, you know, so I can't swear in Chinese. I'm not even joking. I know way more, like, inappropriate words in Finnish and French than I do in Chinese, because my parents never taught me how to swear in Chinese. Yeah, English is, like, my third language. On, like, the scale of timeline of when I learned English, it's my third language, but obviously by this point I've lived in Canada for like over a decade now, so yeah, there's a lot of swear words in Chinese. Have you never played League of Legends? I mean, I think the German language is just like a harder version of Swedish. Like, I learned Swedish for a few months when I was living in Finland and it felt really easy, and then when my parents were in Germany and I was trying to learn German, it was just like, well, this is just a harder version of Swedish. Or I guess it's more accurate to say that Swedish is an easier version of German than the other way. I don't speak Swedish, but I did Swedish for like 5 months just for kicks and giggles while I was at school because it was just like part of the curriculum. I didn't find it very hard. There's only like 6 ways you can conjugate verbs in Swedish. There's, you know, there's like 400 ways you can conjugate anything in Finnish. Like, it doesn't even need to be a verb. If a word exists, there's probably like at least 400 ways that are used, and there's probably 2,000 if you want to get like really creative with it. Normalize flaming teammates in Mandarin? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Similar in Polish. Well, yeah. Especially if you watch Chinese streamers play League. You hear so many swear words. Yeah, I've been to like Denmark, I've been to Sweden, Norway, I've been to the Faroe Islands, I've been to Iceland, I've been to like all over Europe. Well, I don't think Greek is necessarily that hard to learn. I think any language that has its roots in Indo-European languages is not like overly complicated because you share a lot of bases with other stuff. So even if you like, yeah, I think it highly depends on what your first language is. funnily enough, if you can speak Polish, you probably have a much easier time speaking Chinese, because Polish is one of the most like crazy languages to pronounce. I don't actually think Polish is necessarily that hard as a language to learn, but to pronounce Polish, it's like you're tongue twisting there all the time. And if you can speak Polish very well, I think you can speak Chinese really well. And I've actually met a grandmaster who spoke very fluent Chinese, did his like master's degree in computer science in China, and he was like the most fluent Westerner I've ever heard when they speak Chinese. Like I can barely hear him have an accent. Yeah, like the Polish language I think is just very tough to pronounce. Whereas if you're like a hardcore English speaker, you're gonna have a much harder time enunciating stuff in Chinese. I just think Chinese is like hard to pronounce. That's so crazy, Arctic Bear. Well, I don't think Polish is that hard as a language to learn. Like, I don't think Polish is easier than like Chinese, but I do think that Polish as a pronunciation is hard. Like, I just think that would you ever argue that Polish is easier to pronounce than French? I don't think so. Like, I don't think so. French is pretty easy to pronounce. You might not get it perfect, and people in Paris might make fun of you, but it's still not like a hard language to pronounce. Like, you just add an E to the end of everything. Instead of saying grand, you say grand. Or if you say like... It is for me. Sag. Like, you just stick an E to the end of everything. Done. I can't pronounce Portuguese. I don't know why. I speak like normal, but when you have 5 lines, exactly. Oh, Finnish is probably... Yeah, Finnish and Hungarian are probably on the same. But... Perfect French pronunciation. We have a cold and a sore throat. Exactly. Just plug your nose and just go like... Baguette. Croissant. I'm choking. I feel bad. Well, the French language is great. I just think that it's... I think people over, like... I think my tooth is bleeding. Might actually be. En passant. No, I said baguette. Okay, so we should go look at our flexes for this week. We have a couple of flexes. The French R is hard to pronounce. Like in garçon. I mean, you don't really pronounce it. It's not like rolled like Finnish is. In Finnish, if you're trying to say like rakasta, which means to love, you gotta like roll your R. Rakasta. Ratsu. France. Oh my gosh, has anybody seen that one girl, French girl at Miss Universe? You have to watch this. I found this so funny.
Looking pretty tired.
Everyone's fine. And she just screams like, "France!" Sorry, you bring that up. Just reminded me of that. What's that? It's the most flauns I've ever heard in my life. It's so funny. It's one of the funnier things I've ever seen. Thank you, Eshi Bird, for the tier 1. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you. Orange. honestly, if you want to learn how to speak French, you just gotta learn English really well and then like pretend you're just drunk when you speak French and slur your words a little bit and make sure you have a little cloggy nose and also maybe have like a little vocal fry. And then perfect. The more you can slur your words and the faster you can speak so you can't really understand anything, the better it is. That explains why I speak French so well. Or you can go to Quebec and learn French there and see how you do. Yeah. Yeah, you can try Quebecois. Okay, we've gotten so sidetracked. Anyways, back to Flex Friday. So, all of this started because we got a whole bunch of gifted subs. Thank you very much. But yeah, I don't really think about gender when I speak languages. So anyways, hey Trix Malone, thank you so much for 37 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Historically, they get offended if you try and suck. Oh man. Anyways, we fully realized the tangential thought. Yeah, exactly. So first off, we have Achilles. Yeah, that is actually where this all started. It all started because I was explaining that I don't think about, like, yeah, bro and stuff. But anyways, our very first game for Flex is Achilles, and Achilles' game was made Flex Friday. Well, first of all, he missed a free queen, but honestly, we can forgive that because he was just setting up for a beautiful, beautiful game. Actually, let me put it in analysis mode, so you guys can see all of the fun little exclamation marks and stuff that comes up. Yeah, Queen G5 got played. We're going to skip over that because I actually really enjoy the second half of this game. Let's not worry that the opponent blundered a queen, although I do think that Achilles should have seen it. However, what he did really well was set up an attack on the queen side. And he plays a6, c4, sacks the b-pawn, plays c5, and it might look like black has a beautiful little fortress over here on the queen side, but he is not worried at all and instead plays rook to b1, followed by knight takes b5, sacrificing the knight, and then immediately playing c6 to try to capture the b5 pawn. So he captures the b pawn, and then on top of that, he sacks his rook, and opponent resigns in the face of checkmate. So just a cute little game by 1200. I do think Queen G5 was maybe, you know, the one move he could have seen, but then we wouldn't have gotten this brilliant game. So that's why I think Achilles' game deserves to be on Flex Friday. Yay. He sacrificed the rook. Kramnik is typing. Exactly. Exactly. Next up, we got MTK. He plays the 4 knights, and honestly, it's been a really long time since I've played the 4 knights, but I do play the 4 knights. He gets in a very interesting position in this middle game where he has actually trapped his queen. I don't know if this was intentional. I don't know if it was unintentional. I don't think it really matters because he realizes that even though he loses his queen, it's not that bad. He's getting a knight and a rook in exchange, and he gets a really nice pawn structure on top of it. And he also has the pair of bishops. So after this, what he does is really interesting. He swings the bishop back over to defend the pawn, much better than defending on h5. And then he opens up the h-file. And after the h-file is open, he simply goes for the checkmate with his pair rooks and delivers checkmate without a queen. And basically, this is just like how you're supposed to play if you're ever down a queen. I think so many people are like, oh no, my queen, and then it's actually, oh no, my queen, because they just give up on the rest of the game. But this is how you're actually supposed to play with down a queen. Like, you look for ways to keep your position kind of close so the opponent's queen can't be active, and then you try to activate the pieces that you do have, which in this case, for MTK, were his rooks. And then we also have this game over here by Pranav. And we have Pranav over here, honestly, you know, attacking on the king side. This is like, somebody said this is not the Caris attack, but honestly, I thought this was the Caris attack, so whatever. But I actually really like the setup for this attack a lot, because white decides he does not need the castle, and instead is just going for the attack, and I love positions like this. So black correctly identifies that if queen here, this is going to be a win for white. And then after b5, queen to f4, maybe not the best, but that's okay because he finds bishop takes h7, which, speaking of languages, is called the Greek gift, named after the Trojan horse thingy. But yeah, anyways, not only does he sacrifice the bishop, he also sacrifices the queen, coming with another brilliant move because now he has rook h8, takes the queen, promotes into another queen, and delivers checkmate, having not moved his king in the middle of the board and having promoted a queen as well. So kind of a sick game, honestly. Very flexy, very flashy. We like it. Next up, we got this game by King, and King plays the Sicilian 4 Knights. And I think this game was really interesting because he says that he does not know theory, and honestly, I don't believe him because who would ever study theory? And he parks his king on f3. So he was actually kind of forced to do this, because if he goes bishop to d2, there is queen to e3 with the check, and this is a very, very unfortunate position for white, actually, where you're going to be losing this pawn. So this is not great. So he, with full confidence, plays king e2, and then to defend his c-pawn, he also plays king to f3, so once again, the bishop is protecting that, and actually ends up playing a very good game. So he has a very nice pawn structure over here. Black is relatively passive. All the pieces are kind of cramped. This is what he gets for, you know, taking the risk in the opening. And then he actually finds a really cute move with knight takes e6, which gets a brilliant move as well, because after pawn takes, rook takes, king here, rook to b1, knight to b6 is the only move, and this is completely winning. So I think this is just a really good example of what can happen if you, you know, get a little creative on your own and you completely just pressure the opponent into being super passive. Like, look at this light square bishop. That's so sad because all of black's pawns are on the light squares. So yeah, another really great game by King. Really good stuff. And next up, we got this game by Skrillasaurus Rex, who plays as white and plays the Ruffles. So the theme this week were all openings that I have played, and I love playing the Ruffles. And he's playing as somebody who is 2,200 points above his rating, literally 2,200 points. And he actually gets a very good position out of the opening. He's up a piece. For whatever reason, his opponent just decided, like, hey, I'm just gonna pre-move, not worry about this bishop. And it is what it is. But just look at the time usage, okay? So Skrillasaurus Rex, while being 273, has obviously practiced a couple of games of bullet. He's unfazed about the fact that the opponent is taking a bunch of his pieces and a couple of his pawns, and now the opponent's up a rook. But he flags his opponent with 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. And the dude's 2,400. So yeah, pretty funny stuff. But if you guys have a favorite game of the week, who deserves 50 bucks the most, you guys can vote. We have Skrillasaurus Rex. We got Mr. King 110063. We got Pranav, Murdy 45. We have MTK 43. And we also have Achilles 007. So yeah, make sure you guys are voting on which games you think deserves to win $50. And while you guys are voting, don't forget we also have like the worst game coming. Thank you. Always responding, flaming the trolls on Twitter. We are going to also have worst games, and worst games, what did I say? Worst games always get $25. So there's money out there, even though you play a good game. Whether you play a good game or not, you can make money playing chess. And that's the goal of Flex Friday. So thank you guys always for submitting games. Don't forget, if your game did not make it onto the finalists for Flex Friday. That's okay. It does not necessarily mean that you played a bad game. It just means that somebody else's game was potentially better. So yeah, and this week we are going to be doing the Rosen score for the I'm not gonna make it do forever because that's honestly gonna take, okay, maybe it'll be fine, maybe it'll take 4 minutes, maybe it won't, but the Rosen score is this website, and you guys are going to be able to, I'm gonna drop this in mod chat just so mods can set up the next Flex Friday queue, no problem. But the Rosen score is named after Eric Rosen. It is a very, very fun little thing for you guys to participate in. It's honestly like, you know, you don't have to take it very seriously. I'm not going to be offended if you don't have a lot of Rosen scores, Rosen trophies or anything like that. If you would like to, feel free to, in your write-up, to include a little fun fact about your trophies or anything like that. But whatever it is, regardless, you do have to submit one game for Flex if you're participating in Flex. You do have to include a game that shows up on the Rosen score. If it doesn't, I don't want to see it. The really easy ones to do are any of these alphabet opening ones. So for example, if you win a game playing the egg, the EGG, you can submit that game. If you have a really, really cool game where you checkmate with, I don't know, let's say you get a promote to bishop checkmate and you want to submit that game, then that also counts. But it has to show up on the Rosen score, and if you can, please state which Rosen score you fulfilled. This is super easy to submit because all you gotta do is pull up the website, type in your chess.com username, and be like, all right, what do I have here? And then you can click on this and then find which game you have. Or if you can't remember, then good luck. But anyways, you should be able to click on the trophy and see which game it is. So this should be really, really, really easy. Please state in your submission what the Rosen trophy is. Please don't just submit a game and be like, this is my game. Please actually tell us what you got, because I don't want to have to look through the whole game. At the end of the game, nothing really interesting happened, and all you did was win because your opponent flagged on the clock. Okay? I don't want to have to waste... Please don't waste my time. If you're submitting a game, please make sure you're doing it well. Yeah. So, make it straight to the point. Include your username, include whether or not it's a flex, include what color you played, and tell us why it's a Rosen score. Thank you. And also, if you haven't voted yet, go for it. Go vote. But this will be next week's Flex Friday theme. It's currently 12-18 with 13 points for Skrillosaurus Rex and 18 points for Pranav. Hell yeah. Hello. I mean, this is going to take forever to calculate. But yeah, this is going to be the theme for next week's Flex Friday. Make sure you are participating. All submissions are done through our Discord chat. 15-18. Wow. It's really close. Really, really close. If you haven't voted yet, it's not too late. Oh, and Pranav wins with 18 votes to 17 votes. Congratulations, guys, and also congratulations to everybody that participated in Flex Friday. You guys are awesome. Thank you all very, very much. There is absolutely no pressure to submit games. If you don't want to, if you just want to hang out, that's cool too. But Pranav, you are going to get your $50. So send your username over to Kevin. Or any of the mods really, but Kevin's helping handle it. So yeah, thank you guys. Alright, next up we also have fails. we got fails coming up. So for fails, oh, well, I slopped my own vote, but that's okay. Anyways, you get the point of this thing. We got Kako, Boy Shack, the 1200 strength, Gary, and Connor. This feels like it's 2020 again. This is like the most classic group of people I've seen. These are literally all people that have been participating in Flex Friday since the beginning and submitting fails. This is pretty wild. I didn't even realize that. We have like the usual contestants. Okay, so we've got Kako over here, and still failing, exactly. These are like the OG failers. Literally, this is an epic moment. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Thug Assassin, for the 3 gifted subs. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Aw, you really don't need to, but I do appreciate it. If you guys got a gifted sub today, don't forget to go on Twitch and check who gave you that sub, because they are awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Even if they were anonymous, make sure you just type out thank you. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, these are all fails, and they are fails because they were probably doing better at some point, and then at some point they decided that they are not going to do very well anymore. So for example, in this game, Kako is up a bishop. I don't know what happened, but he loses his queen. And then he gets a queen back. So all of a sudden, it's back in his favor, and he's now up in exchange into this endgame. But he is a little short on time. However, it shouldn't be that hard to win because he can just promote his pawn. I don't know why he makes this so complicated for himself, but he finally decides to go promote his pawn and ends up stalemating the opponent. So yeah, there's like all sorts of little, you know, I don't even really know what to say about this game. It's the classic eval bar moment, but it's also the classic, I don't know why we waited until the very last moment when we're going to stalemate our opponent to promote our pawn. We could have maybe arrived at that conclusion a little earlier, and the game would have been a little better. But yeah, it's a Rosen score submission for the opponent, exactly. But that's why this game is a fail. Okay, next up, we got this game by Boy Shack, and Boy Shack always plays a very classy first part of the game. But knowing that it's Boy Shack, I can't even be excited for him because he is up a whole rook, and he still somehow finds a way to throw this game. So the opponent is obviously trying to set something up on the king side. However, the opponent does not have a lot of material to set up anything on the king side. So what does the opponent do? The opponent asks Boy Shack very nicely to make life harder for himself, and Boy Shack lets the opponent checkmate him in 2 because he let the opponent capture back the knight on f3 with the pawn. So now there's a checkmate idea. And on top of it, he doesn't defend against the checkmate idea. Even if he defended against the checkmate idea, gave up his rook, he would still be up 2 pawns and probably able to win this endgame. Yeah, exactly. He's like 2400 through the first half of the game and then a 400 on the second half. That actually describes his chess very, very well. Hey, Risto. Hell yeah. Alright, next up, we got this game by the 1200 strength. And the 1200 strength, once again, also plays a really good first part of the game. He's 2300 for a little context, so he's not actually 1200. I am judging this on the 2300 scale, so I'm expecting a little bit better from him. And he is totally fine in this endgame. I don't really understand why he like just threw. It's not even that bad of a fail, but he super duper threw. Just walked straight instead of defending the pawn, decides to move the rook, moves the knight, then loses the rook. It was like a 3 move, just, yeah. It's like a roller coaster that only goes down. Okay, so for next up for our fail, we have Garry Kasparov. He's playing a rapid game, but this was from early on in his days. And this is just one of those classic 500 rated games where Gary sees pieces to take and goes, wee! And then he gets checkmated. I'll move 15. Just a little monkey game, you know? Alright, last but not least, we got this game coming in by Connor McChicken who sacrifices the queen early on in the game, which isn't even bad, but I do not understand why we're taking this knight with the king and not just the knight. Like, this is actually a totally fine position to play where you have 3 minor pieces for a queen, so you have therefore compensation. And then he just decides to, I don't even know. I really don't know what happened this game. I don't understand. And then he even gets the queen back. So now he's up a bunch of material. And then he gets himself checkmated. Aw, heck. Oh my days. Alright, so who deserves $25 more? We have Connor McChicken. We have Gary Caspivara. We have the 1200 strength. We have Boyshak. We have Kako. Alright, 5 minutes to vote. I'll be back. You guys already know what the theme for next week is. After the stream, mods are going to be opening up the queue for game submission, so you guys can go submit whenever you want during the week. That entire game was just a fail. Yeah, that's kind of true. They also failed. Everybody failed. Honestly, those are the best type of chess games. Alright, I do gotta go to the bathroom, so I will be back. BRB. All right, congratulations, Connor McChicken Jr. on winning this week's Flex Friday. Hell yeah. Sorry, Fail Friday. Not Flex. You want Fail Friday. But seriously, thank you so much. Congrats, everyone. Next week's theme is going to be Rosen trophies, which will be very, very, very exciting. And thank you, Kako, for the gifted sub as well. And thanks, Ulan. Thank you. Thank you. Game Oh, that reminds me. I want to go to a roller. There's like a theme park. Well, it's not a theme park. It's a roller coaster park, I guess, called Canada's Wonderland that I'm trying to go to maybe this Thursday. What day is today? Wait, next Thursday. Today's Friday? Oh my gosh, I thought it was the start of the week. But yeah, anyways, I really appreciate you guys for participating in Flex Friday. Oh yeah, today's Friday. I don't think it was bleeding. I think it actually ended up being like a little piece of pepper. So sorry for worrying you guys. I got it out. But yeah, that will be the plan. And then, oh, I guess it's Flex Friday, huh? That's why it's... That's why we're doing it on Friday. But yeah, next week's Flex Friday will be Rosen score. Hey Ulan, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Thank you very, 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 very much. So make sure you guys are staying tuned next week. Okay, so now we are... Oh, thank you so much for another gifted sub to Liv Harris. Aww. I really appreciate that, Ulan. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even end up doing it. I'm still waiting to do the photo shoot probably like next week. I apparently have so many packages and I haven't really had time to go pick them up. And I'm also like, there's just so much stuff that I'm behind on life in. So thanks, Mickey man. Okay, I will actually put a water pick on my Amazon. I've actually wanted a water pick. I had a electric toothbrush, but then I broke it accidentally. So I'm not gonna lie, my teeth care is not very good at the moment. But that's maybe TMI. That's a lot of information, honestly. Hey Ulan, thank you so much for another gifted sub to Jen. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I probably should honestly be working on my mental and my teeth and my... Which I will be. Yeah. I didn't even throw it against the wall. I think I dropped it in the bathtub accidentally once because I was trying to brush my teeth while I was taking a bath. And it's a little waterlogged and it just won't work anymore. I've never worn retainers in my life, but I actually kind of want to. I want to get Invisalign. I want to get like the Invisalign for my bottom teeth because I have 4 wisdom teeth. I have all my wisdom teeth. And when they grew out, they kind of like pushed my bottom. Like my top row of teeth is fine. But then the bottom row is a little scuffed in the middle. Because unfortunately my jaw is just not big enough for all the wisdom teeth. So yeah. No, dental health is so important, guys. Go get your teeth checked every now and then. Oh, is it actually? I need to also go get my wisdom teeth removed. But at this point, I was just like, meh. I don't really want to pay $3,000 to get my teeth removed. Yeah, so... Anyways. True, Grego, true! That's why I'm so wise. Exactly. It's just cosmetic. Purely cosmetic. When I was a child, they highly recommended me to remove my wisdom teeth because they were causing a lot of pain. But then they stopped being painful and then they just are, they are fully grown in the back. They're like just fully out. I can use them to chew on stuff. Yeah. Like I just have fully grown wisdom teeth on the back. They're just part of my jaw. And it's just like, the only reason I would want to get them removed is so that, first of all, as you get older, apparently it's more dangerous to remove them. And then to get my front teeth fixed. Exactly. Wisdom teeth are just harder to clean because they're so far back. And also, like, the way that they're in the gums and stuff. It's just, like, it gets worse when you get older. Because then it's harder to brush. And it's harder to clean. And then if you get it removed when you're older, it's worse for you. So that's the only real reason why I would ever want them removed. But She said I need to floss better? That's hilarious. But yeah, I was thinking about getting it removed. I've been thinking about it. I really have. Because I don't take great care of my teeth. It would be easier if I just got it removed. You know? Yeah, like they can get infected as well when you get old. Like there's so many reasons to get them removed. Yeah, for sure. So. Jesus Christ, DXL. I know, Talix. I've never done anything ever. Like, you don't understand. The only thing I've ever done in my life are 2 root canals. And after those root canals, I was like, I ain't ever getting surgery or getting my teeth pulled out. I'm supposed to get, like, crowns put on my root canals, and I've been, like, refusing. And I should stop procrastinating on it, because one day they're gonna break, and I'm gonna, like, it's gonna be so painful, but I'm so terrified of, like, well, they're not really invasive. I call them invasive. I call them invasive procedures, because they're, like, going to your gums and stuff. Like, I'm just, like... Exactly. But anyways... I'm just procrastinating everything because I'm just not a big fan of, like, I don't like needles. I just can't do any surgery. Well, I mean, obviously I can because I will have to one day in my life to do something, but so far I've been procrastinating. Well, like, there's a very specific term for it. It's like, when I say invasive, it very much is like a... I mean it in the way that it's like going into your body, I guess. But yeah. Tests are invasive species. That's crazy. Oh, also, goodbye YouTube stream. I'm gonna be on Twitch by YouTube.